Coach. Thanks. We're about 12 miles south of the future home of the Chargers at the current home of the Chargers, and that's Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Tonight, we wind up Week 5 with a good battle between the Kansas City Chiefs and our home team. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Ready, back, 25, behind. 58, come on. What we got, what we got, what we got? Check. Check, hot route, hot, hot. Wait. Let's go.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
That ain't working.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Now a play fake here on first down. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Josh Gordon, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted, was it an audible, or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Hey, Manini! 51! Here we go! That's the one.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Allen off the play fake. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Now he's going to let it go deep right. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way down to the 12. An outstanding pickup there for the Chiefs. 44 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Derrick Henry. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. To throw, it's Allen. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now Allen. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. This has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
The Charger drive about to get going. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complementary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor. I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Nick Bosa just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
58, right over there, right there.
And the shotgun, it's Winston. Incomplete. He had his hands on it, but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. So the shotgun snap to Allen, escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. And no return on this one as that kicks out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A. Jameis now on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Working out of the gun, Winston. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Nick Bosa able to drop in that time for his second sack of the evening.
58 to Mike. 58.
Third and long for Winston. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Nick Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt, and that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, I was watching him in warm-ups, and he hit a 62-yarder that hit the crossbar and went over. This one a little bit inside of that, but not enough leg.
And the difference is what?
Well, your live conditions, right?
Live conditions, game conditions are a whole lot different than practice, where you just pop it up there, no rush, no pressure. I think maybe that takes a couple yards away from you when you have to do it when it's real.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Operating from the red zone now. Allen buying time to his left. This is caught.
Come on now, let's go.
With the score, Chargers 7, Chiefs 3.
53-19. Check 53. Stay with your man. You.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. So stuff from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll give Henry another shot. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. No success on first down. He couldn't get any yardage. They give it to him again, and he finds the end zone.
Sometimes it just has to be persistence, doesn't it? And you know who else helps with that? Offensive line. After a team's been stuffed, the last thing they want to do is go to a different play call. They want to come back and do it again and show that they can dominate the line of scrimmage.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready? Black 22. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Hey, 5 on the 50.
The first down throw for Winston. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
He's got a man, it's his fullback. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. On 1st and 10, Winston. All right, open, complete. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Odell Beckham, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead. Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen. Took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it back and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives, so a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator is a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
53, Mike. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense.
On first down, Allen. They set up the screen for Henry. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Derrick Henry with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Chiefs are once again going to retake the lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And it's now 17-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
That one good for 33 and a first.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Winston now to throw on first down. And his throw here's incomplete. Nick Chubb, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Nick Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And the Chiefs showing a dime look as they defend this 3rd down.
58 to Mike.
From the gun, Winston. Now he'll let it go deep left side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Josh Jackson. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I've played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
At the 36-yard line.
On play action, Allen. Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 2 yards.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
In your face. Tighten up.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10.
Right out, guys. Fight 51. Mike 50. Hey, wahoo!
On play action, Allen. This is caught by Robinson. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 1st down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike 53.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Anytime you eclipse 100 yards rushing, you deserve the acclaim that comes with it, and he got it. AFC Offensive Player of the Week last week.
And wasn't up around 200, wasn't a crazy game, but very good, solidly in that driver's seat to win that award, and he did. On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event...
And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Devin Singletary, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this 1st half of action. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Yeah, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well. Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Guys, staying situation. Let's go.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partners. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown, and pick it off, just as we saw there.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And some space here.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. And able to work his way down to the 16. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 1st half.
Check 53, Mike. Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. 152.
Running from the gun with Henry. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
Check 52.
A final shot before half for Allen. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And Rosas puts this one through. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football. He's taken down. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Shoot. Slam.
On 3rd down, Henry. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 3rd down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Rolling to his right. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Allen now looks to throw. Flushed out right. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Draw play. This is Henry. About 3 yards there to the 27.
3rd quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Let's go, deep, tighten up.
From the 27, Allen eluding the pressure right. Complete. It's Henry. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Derrick Henry, 27 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, 2nd half, no matter what. Well, it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the 2nd half.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the 2nd half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Forced out to his left.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's third down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And a fake here, direct snap to the up man. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. A big breakdown defensively there on the fake punt. Turns into a huge play and a first down. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Man, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about
under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. He finds Beckham complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. Jameis now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10. Quick throw here caught by Gabriel. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Jameis to throw it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. And a short return to the 6-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace. And a busy night for Henry continues. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Allen off the play fake. They'll buy some time right. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, 85 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. So they connected on a short pass on 3rd and 1 to pick up the first, opting not to run it. Well, there was a lot of run after the catch all the way into the end zone.
On these short yardage plays, you often get man coverage in the secondary. Not every time, but oftentimes you do. So if you decide to go ahead and throw the ball, once they get away, especially on one like this, short pass, but now he just takes off and goes. How much rack did he end up with at the end of that one? Run after catch all the way into the end zone.
Here we go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The ex-Iowa Hawkeye Mike Daniels in for the sack. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Now Winston looking deep and got his man complete. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Now, defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Winston will let it go deep for Beckham. Man, it's caught inside the 10. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Odell Beckham, his second touchdown of the night. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now down to 20. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. All of a sudden, they have quite a bit of breathing room. This was a one-score game, but touchdowns on their last two drives, and now comfort is here, so to speak.
It certainly is for them. I've been in this situation before on the flip side of this. And while what's going on there is a little bit of finger pointing. Hey, what's going on? How can we stop them? Can someone make a play to try and stop this momentum?
Well, they're going to be ball hawking because they need a turnover on that other side. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Off the play fake. Allen. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
We'll go 25 to Mike. Here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And Robinson with a big catch. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. And that one results in 35 yards. So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Throwing now is Allen. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Allen. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Me, I got motion there. Me. Hey, Roy. 53 is the mic. Yeah.
Now Allen again, sliding out of the pocket. And it's caught. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll run for it with Henry. And he's going to ball his way into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And he's gone 2-2 on us now at 2 receiving touchdowns, now his 2nd rushing touchdown.
And that's the back of the NFL nowadays, isn't it? The ability to do everything. You can't just be one or the other. The best ones able to run it, catch it, and produce big-time points put on the board by him.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. Now Winston. And his throw is incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw is Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Mike Daniels, his 2nd sack of the night. 3rd and long for Winston. And now here's another interception. Tanner Rapp with a pick. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. They'll run with Henry. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Henry. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Chiefs on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Here's Allen. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Allen Robinson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Rosas now to add the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 29.
The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll make it a second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Winston now. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 22-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Here's Winston. Gets it to Gordon. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Wait. Hey, check 24. Check 24.
Jameis again. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Gerald Everett, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And the lead drops from 34 to 27.
Makes the score Chiefs 55, Chargers 28.
Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now defensively they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
On first down, Henry. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Again, it's Henry. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They set up the screen for Henry. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. So Allen's going to look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is taken in at the 5. And finally out of bounds, just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3. A big play there for KC. 46 yards. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And they take a knee. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
so for the Chiefs, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the home team here, the calendar changed October didn't help as they dropped to 0-5 on the year. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.